Ellevation by Elle Varner. Elle Varner comes from a musical family. Her parents have played instruments for and sang with Barry White, Tevin Campbell, Kool and the Gang, and also had their own group. She began playing instruments at 6 years old. She started out with the flute and soon picked up the piano and the guitar. She has been part of many music programs and even NYU's Clive Davis Department of Recording Music, which takes 24 students a year. Ellevation is her second studio album. How do we feel about it? Here's our honest review of Ellevation by Elle Varner.
Ellevation
by Elle Varner.
Why y'all looking at me? Dang. Any other time y'all be starting the show and I'm last to go. Now y'all want me to
this is all
just
you.
messing with you, man. You've been waiting for this.
I know, and y'all know I went to the concert that she had for the I just found out that was for Kappas.
I just got a question though. How much did meeting her affect your review?
It didn't affect my review of the album at all. I'm going to definitely give y'all my honest opinion about the music and about what she taught. I mean, like the songs, the beats, everything. So let's
if you thought it was trash, you're gonna tell us.
If I thought it was trash, I would tell you it was trash. I did not think it was trash though. So let's keep it moving.
How do you feel about this album artwork?
Well, I gotta go first. So the album artwork, I definitely am feeling the sexiness of it. I'm not sure what that silver thing, like I'm not feeling that so much. That's just, but the way the light is hidden, the sexiness of the light, the way it's hidden, the way her legs is open, and you know, listen. And she's just a sexy individual in my opinion. So.
Yeah, I was feeling it. I like how the elevation is on the right side of that this cover or whatever like that, and I just like the overall placement of the cover. I thought it was really dope.
I'm not feeling the outfit.
I agree with you. No, I agree with you with that one.
The outfit on the cover is not good. The lighting is dope. The pose is dope. Not feeling the outfit. I feel like the elevation should have been like more of a showing, like I don't know, maybe on top of a mountain or something. I don't know. I don't know. This just didn't feel elevated enough.
But I think when you talk about being elevated spiritually or soulfully or mentally or anything like that, you're not on a mountain. You think of the sun. So the way the sun is hidden, it's kind of like, there's darkness around me, but I'm so elevated that the light is still on me.
But I'm not.
Boom! Did I just hit that or what?
but that I'm not rocking with that dress though. But that's dope though, because that's the least of the worries as far as my review of this project.
Yay!
The flow of this project is actually really dope to me, man. It's like her fusing like jazz vocal production with R&B and some hip hop, but she got two of my favorite rappers, period. To me, the best female rapper, period, ever, Rhapsody, and then you got Wale, who I think is the best lyrical rapper out of everybody that's out right now. I thought it was dope that she featured them too, and she is really clever with her songwriting, and we're gonna talk about it in a minute anyway.
Yeah, this is definitely like I felt like I was like at like just a intimate kind of concert setting kind of feel. Like it was just straight to the point, intimate setting, real smooth vibes.
Well, I definitely was feeling the whole album, as I always feel all of Elle Varner's albums. I was feeling the whole album. I was feeling the writing for sure. Everything, once again, when I listen to the album, it puts me in the mind frame of I'm a woman who loves love. And so, it just gives you kind of like this whole relationship vibe, soulful vibe, and you just can vibe to it where you're driving, whether you're driving or whether you're home cooking a meal and sitting down eating, thinking about some fuck shit. Excuse my language.
we don't censor here. Highlights. Wishing Well is my favorite song on this joint, featuring Rhapsody, man. I really like it. You don't really hear R&B.
Is it just because of Rhapsody?
No, you don't. And I was just about to say that. You don't really get a chance to hear R&B songs at this tempo with rappers involved on it anymore.
Oh,
people aren't really doing that anymore. It used to be a thing, but now it's not happening. So when I heard it, I was just like, when I heard the tempo of the song and how it was like really like a ballad, I was just like, rappers don't get on ballads no more. This is really dope. The fact that she's gonna be on this song, I thought that was dope. 1 to 10, I thought that was fucking hilarious, man. That was so genius. Like just the whole way, she's just like, if you want to get back together, if it's 7 or up, come holler. If you want to break up, if you're feeling higher than 7, and I just like the whole concept. Coffee on the Roof. If you don't know what coffee is, go watch Luke Cage. I don't know how quick you'll figure it out.
Why ain't gotta watch Luke Cage?
Because
I feel people should know what
they
coffee
need to go do
is.
But
some
I
work.
think Miguel was the first one to introduce us to coffee being
yeah.
a sexual term because he got coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the cleaned up version of fucking in the morning, but
Yeah.
he says
Yeah.
fucking in the morning in the regular, and then he said
People
coffee
should-
in the morning.
First off, coffee is nasty. It's disgusting.
Do not agree with that comment.
But that coffee is awesome. It was a dope concept. I like the way she flipped it. Pour Me, Think About You featuring Wale. I thought that was dope.
Wale.
Wale is such a wordsmith,
Oh,
man.
yes.
Poet in lyrical form. Casanova. This joint had me weak too, man.
Pokemon reference.
Yeah, the Pokemon reference, yo. I was just like, yo.
Yeah.
She hit him with he trying to catch
Gotta
him
catch 'em
all.
all.
I was just like, yo, that was so dope. I really like that. And then Loving You Blind, it's got a beautiful music video attached to it. It's in black and white.
Okay.
She's
Cool.
playing a acoustic, and I really like the whole idea of that. That was a really dope concept.
Dope. Kinda Love, man. It's funny because I've been hearing that on the radio like for a while, and it took me a minute to know like that's Elle Varner. So when I first heard that, I was just like, yo, she back. Okay, this is what's up. So that was already a clear standout. That song is just really, really smooth. Pour Me, I didn't even know Wale was on it because, this was just a blind listen. So when I heard Wale, I was like, oh, shoot, this is really dope. Yo. But I really like the whole vibe of the whole song. I felt they both matched well. 1 to 10 is amazing. Wishing Well was really, really beautiful. I really enjoyed Number One Song. I thought that was really, really dope. I thought like that was a clear standout for me. That was really, really cool. Loving You Blind was dope. Casanova, of course, with the Pokemon reference. But just the whole song. The whole song just sounds really beautiful. But yeah, those are my standouts.
I basically had to pick some stuff that I hadn't heard before because every time she dropped a single, I was definitely already on it. Casanova came out months ago.
Oh,
so
really?
I was yes,
Oh, okay.
Casanova was one of the first singles she dropped.
Okay.
And then from there it was Loving You Blind and then Pour Me and then Kinda Love.
Okay.
But so I was basically trying to go off of the new stuff I heard. Number One Song is now my number one favorite because that was definitely a highlight for me. Number One Song, I just keep playing it over and over because I'm thinking about somebody that's far away, you on my mind all the time. But I would, and then I kind of took it back with the Be Encouraged with the whole the positivity of that song kind of had me like I really like this song. Coffee on the Roof was definitely and I'm sorry, hold on, wait, back up, I'm about to jump to the off. But Pour Me with Wale, even though I heard it before, it's still one of my favorite songs. I love me some Wale. I love his lyrical flows. Like he's a dope artist to have on anybody's album, I think. And the way he come in, and hit his flow with it, like it just makes the album that much better. Loving You Blind, love that because I love the guitar in that John. But overall, I can vibe to this at any day, but I'm not surprised. I'm a number one fan. So.
Lowlights. I actually have one. I don't know if y'all gonna like it, but Kinda Love. I'm not feeling it.
Don't want that kind of love.
I watched her perform it at Good Morning America. She killed the performance. Still not feeling the vibe of the song. You know what I'm saying? It's just the tempo. I'm just not rocking, man. I'm not rocking.
But if y'all can see A's
I
face.
do think the songwriting on this song was done very well. But the beat choice and the vibe, I'm just not rocking with it.
I need that Westbrook meme. Nigga, what? Like, huh?
Yeah.
Man, okay.
I mean, it's over there, but I just
You only
don't
have
rock
one
with
low
it.
light? Oh, look at us.
I
All
mean,
right.
yeah,
Well, I
that's it.
have
Kinda
one
Love.
low light, but it's not really like a bad low light. I just didn't like how it started with Coffee on the Roof. I didn't want it to start there.
God, we always on the same page.
So that's really my only low light. I like the song, but for the start of the album, I would have had Pour Me start the album.
Yes.
So that's my only low light.
Yes.
I would have had 1 to 10 started, but that's
Okay.
just me.
Yeah, I can agree with that as well.
1 to 10 was really cute.
Do you have a low light?
Yeah, I have a low light. Number one is the one that's actually having to grow on me.
Really?
Coffee on the
Yeah.
Roof is just not my favorite song on the album at all.
I didn't like it until I actually listened to the lyrics. Like when I let it play, it
I
didn't
did
catch
too.
my ear. But when I actually listened to the lyrics, I caught myself laughing. Like, I like how you hid that in my plain view. I didn't catch it the first time, but
I think I have to keep listening to it a few more times so that I can
Same here.
get used to it. But it's everything else I'm down for. Coffee on the Roof, just something that has to grow on me.
Final thoughts, man. I love like her jazz style of singing. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of unorthodox for somebody that doesn't hear a lot of jazz music. So it's really dope. She does a really good job of infusing jazz, R&B, and hip hop. Like I said, she got two of the dopest rappers to do it. Her songwriting is crisp. I could see her possibly getting nominated for another Grammy for the songwriting on here.
Yes.
Elle Varner, man, she's the truth as far as, hey, keep on going. Keep playing the instruments, keep writing.
Yes.
Yeah, man. She gave us 9 songs, and that's all we needed to get. I mean, it was just real cool, smooth package. And I mean, she literally let all of it out. So, you know, I really enjoyed it. I thought, like, you know, it was enough and it wasn't too much. You know, I know probably for her fans, they've been dying for something. So even though it was only 9 songs, I get the feeling that this was enough, you know, for that package. So I thought this was a great album.
I'm going to say speak for yourself on that one. I was actually hoping for the 19 that Crit gave us. I was hoping Elle Varner gave us 19 songs because we've been waiting for a minute. Like I said, she's been teasing the pussy for so long that I was just like, oh my God, this better be a big thing.
That reaction, didn't you say that to her?
I said that to her.
Yeah, and
yes.
I was cracking up when I saw that.
I overall.
She looked like she was in shock when you said that.
But it was definitely a good album. It's definitely a good vibing love album that gets you in the mood of wanting to explore real love. And that's what I love about Elle Varner's songs. That's what I love about Elle Varner, is that she's one of the very few artists out here that still does R&B on a level of making you want to explore real love. So thank you.
Final grade, man. Look, when you can put an album out where I only got to talk about one song in a bad way,
Yes.
that's a great accomplishment. Dope songwriting, dope production. Love that she plays her own instruments, writes her own songs. I'm giving it a check, obviously. Shout out to Elle Varner. This joint was fire. Keep doing songs with Rhapsody and Wale, and get another joint with J. Cole. I watched the video with the joint she had with Cole.
Yeah.
It was old Cole. Like,
oh yeah, old Cole.
We watched the video. We was just like, man, we don't even recognize that Cole
Man,
no more.
that video.
And on that album, I think he was the only feature she had on that whole album. He was the whole album. He was the only feature she had.
That's crazy, man. She working with my favorite artist, so you know, gotta rock with it.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna give this a check. I feel like, you know, like everybody's saying, this is just some real music, man, and that's really all I can say about it. It's just real music. Sounds really organic and natural from the soul. Just really good.
I definitely give it a check. Y'all already knew I was gonna give it a check, but yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm glad y'all giving it a check. I'm glad we didn't have to come on here and fight. Ooh, because I was gonna go ham. Because I know how Dame be. Dame is very hard. But
I gotta be honest, man.
But I'm glad I got to see her live. I got to listen. I couldn't not wait until this album came out, and she did not disappoint at all. So definitely a check. If I could give it a check plus, which they do not have on their show, I would. But
I mean, I could do it up there. Yeah.
Check plus. That's what I'm giving it. I'm giving it a check plus. Appreciate that.